episode 90. We're close to 100. I'm Scott Michael Talk. This DJ Infinite Rock, what they call you?
The best mix machine.
And we are on the Swivel Podcast. We have the best barbershop talk of sports and viral news. So as always, please do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, like button, share button.
And
let
repeat.
everybody yes, and repeat.
And repeat.
And let everybody know what's going on and what's up, because we have everything you want to talk about. And what do you always say, my boy?
They can only contain us. They only hope they hope they can only hope to contain us. They can't beat us.
Yo.
Thank you, John, man. Thank you.
Yeah. That's that old Madden quote. You know? Yeah. I knew that. Yeah, I knew this is where you got that from. I couldn't put my finger on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, buddy. Well, it is, like I said, it's Friday, man, and we're gonna take off. We got a few things to talk about, man. It's been a little interesting few days, but we're gonna start off with our HBCU rundown. So, of course, shouts out to our alma mater, the Fort Valley State University Wildcats, and I want to give a shout out to Southern, Miles, Clark Atlanta, Alcorn, and FAMU. So I'm gonna pass it on to you, Guala. You want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to the whole AU Center, Clark, Morris Brown, Spelman, who else we got? Lane, Miles, Benedict, Savannah State, North Carolina A&T, Grambling, Bowie State, Morgan State, Johnson C. Smith, Howard, Medgar Evers College, where Brooklyn at? Delaware State, Norfolk State, Virginia State, Lincoln, PA, Langston, Langston Hughes, Midwest.
Yes, sir.
What else, man? Fish, Wilberforce. I said North Carolina A&T.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I jump in there. Yeah, there you go. Bethune, I shoot. We're gonna go over to Texas Southern, Prairie View. Listen. Now more than ever, support our HBCUs, because now more than ever, we have to make sure, we have each other back, because they're trying to do a lot of things in government right now. So let's support each other, because these are institutions that we getting educated from, and we have a lot of great people. I like to include myself. I'm a taxpaying citizen that went to HBCUs to make something of ourselves, and they're trying to do some things right now. And I'm not going to get too deep into it, because, I'm not going to get political today. We've had our episode on that, and we're probably going to have an episode in the future on that as well. So while my Guala taking a few steps away, we're going to get right into it. So we had a crazy game last night. The Bulls, man, they beat the Lakers 119-117 on Giddey's last second half court shot. Man, look, Giddey had a triple dub, 25, 14, and 11. But of course, you know what everybody's talking about. They're talking about LeBron James. But before I even talk about LeBron, the Lakers, they hit a little skid right here. The defense ain't up to par. JJ, get them together. The Bulls have beaten them in consecutive games. So the Bulls kind of had their number anyway. So like I said, Giddey had his triple dub. Herter had 21. White had 26 and 9 assists. So they came back in that fourth quarter. LA, look, LA, y'all was up by 5. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was up by 5, and y'all allowed them to pull a Reggie Miller on y'all. So to break down the play, this LeBron, you had a week. You was up because the Pacer game a few nights ago, you had the tip-in game winner, and everybody put you second of game winners behind Michael Jordan. You feeling high on yourself. Yo, we already know what happened on Pat McAfee show. We're going to get into that. Also, we're going to get into that in a little bit, too. So now you turn around. Now, you had a bad game then, but you made up for it. And you had a shitty little fourth quarter after Luka gave you 25 and 10. Austin Reeves gave you 30. All you had to do was preserve the lead. That's all you had to do. Preserve the lead. Why did you leave Williams in the corner for a wide open 3? You smarter than that, dude. Smarter than that. Inbound the pass. Yo, you look like Isaiah in the Eastern Finals when he turned it over against Bird and them boys. A lazy pass. Giddey intercepted the pass. He kicked it over to White. Bombed y'all with another 3. So basically you had a 5-point lead with like 12 seconds, and now it's a 6-point swing, right? Austin Reeves, you know what I'm saying? The white assassin, he came through. He came through and hit and got to the bucket, put y'all up by 1. And then you allow Giddey to inbound the pass, run free, and then we all know what happened. Look, he hit the shot of shots. A lot of the talking heads like it's luck and it was this and a third and maybe what about everybody else on the Lakers? Like, look, if and but it's Kenny and Nuts, every day would be Christmas. I did in reality. That's what happened. You turn the ball over. You miss your assignment.
Comic books.
Y'all didn't press him once he passed the ball in. You let him come up the court free. He let it go. Hit a shot. That's your reality. It happened. So LeBron, yeah, you're gonna have to wear that one. So I don't want to say pride come before the fall, but you had a week. You had a week because you were the hero one night. You got on your bully another. You got on your bully another night. Then you caught that butt cutting last night. You know what I'm saying? So that look, that's been the Lakers season. They've been good, but they got a lot to fix. And your defense is something that's a lot to remain to be desired. So you got to make sure y'all get situated with that. You guys been on the road, so hopefully y'all can come together because we're coming down the home stretch of the NBA season. You guys are the 3rd seed currently. The Rockets in the 2nd seed, and you got them boys in Denver behind you. You got Memphis behind you. We're gonna talk about Memphis too. That's crazy. Y'all fired your coach today. So it's like a little log jam. So basically, if y'all not on your game, you're gonna see a lot of this. Y'all gotta handle it. So of course we're gonna get to the drama. LeBron, like I was saying about the game, I don't know what's going on. Look, gotta wake up. So we all know LeBron went on Pat McAfee a few days ago, and he turned up. What's good, my boy?
Hey, I just want to say that's not that comeback with Chicago.
Okay, yeah. Bring
I'm
it
just
in.
gonna say Josh Giddey is the man. And if you pay close attention, both those 3-pointers were on who?
LeBron.
LeBron James.
Okay, well, all right. Well, now I got you
So,
back. I mean, you want to get back into it? We're gonna get back into it. Hey, what's going on, my boy? I see you in the comment. But yeah, we'll get back to it. Go ahead. You wanna add on to it?
so my thing is this. And when LeBron Defensive Player of the Year at one
No,
point in time?
never been.
Never been.
Never been. But he's too smart though. He's too smart for that. Why would you double and leave Williams in the corner? Williams is his guy.
Yeah.
So that was the first 3.
Yeah.
Then he okay, go ahead.
Then he takes out the way he takes out the ball. He saw Giddey there, and it was like a weak bounce pass.
Right.
I'm like,
very lazy.
What?
Very lazy.
I was like, okay. I said, all right. I'm watching it. I'm watching the whole damn thing. Look, I said, okay. I said, all right. And lead Kobe White out there and give it to him. I said, go ahead, give it to Kobe White. Let's go,
son. You saw that? He kicked it right to White.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. It was a six. All right, that's what I'm saying. They were up 5, 6-point swing. Now they're up 1.
Yeah.
Then you now to Austin Reeves' credit, Austin gets the layup. Put Lakers up 1. Then what happened? And guys, like I said, I know you had to step away, so we're gonna go back over this right quick. So Giddey inbound the ball, but you did not stop him. Once he inbounded the ball, nobody pressed him. He ran scot-free up the court.
Mm-hmm.
And then LeBron came up on him late. By the time LeBron contested the shot, it was already out of his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, see that's the only thing about it. If I was LeBron, I would have been up and did a whole full court press.
But it didn't, bro. I don't look. Whomever, LeBron or whomever, you can't. You gotta stop the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta stop the progress.
But see, LeBron was the only option to guard Giddey at that moment because because even in the beginning, Giddey had a tough time of inbounding the ball. He had a tough time. He had to inbound it to Buddy. Buddy had gave it back to him.
Give it back to him.
Yeah,
but that one, and he had to. That's what I'm saying. You gave him a free run.
Yep, you so did.
So and like I said, look, I saw the talking heads. Lucky shot or not, look, you gave the guy free run to hit, and he hit it.
And he popped his wrist too. That boy popped his wrist, and the rest is history.
It looked good coming off his hand.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
So now we're gonna get to the drama. So like I said, LeBron, now wake up, get it together, tighten up. We know. Look, we all saw Pat McAfee. If y'all didn't see the whole interview, y'all just saw little bits and pieces and clips throughout social media. Well, we're gonna get into it. So, for one, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like Stephen A. Smith. I think he's a flip flopper. So, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of like, okay, LeBron on this bully. He's on his heel turn. You know what I mean? He's on this heel run. He called what did he say? That Stephen A. Smith is on this Taylor Swift tour. Like he couldn't wait to talk about the confrontation.
Damn.
Hey, I I mean, look, I'm just saying. When have we ever heard LeBron talk like this?
Never.
Never.
Like never, boy.
Never.
Never. What?
So
Shit.
if you look, we can break down a lot of different things. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you take off. How about this? So Stephen A. Smith. All right. So when he was approached, we all saw the whole confrontation on the court. And Stephen A. Smith, was that like a week or so ago, called it a weak move. And then he said he should have approached him to tell him, hey, can you meet me in private after the game? What you think about that?
You mean
Mhm.
so give me your take on it first. I want to hear yours.
Okay. All right. Okay. No problem. Well, I'll say this. Because obviously, we all know everybody was butthurt about the nepotism thing. Everybody get the hell over it. We don't need to go into, we've had a whole episode about that.
Yeah.
But one of the last things Stephen A. Smith was saying, like, as a father, like, he's making, like, why would he put Bronny in a situation like that? I guess that's what everybody's saying. Basically, that's what set LeBron off. But since Stephen A. Smith said that in a public forum, LeBron addressed him in a public forum. He didn't go on social media, no little IG posts, no little Twitter fingers. He didn't go through an agent. He came to your face.
At the game.
At the game. You said in the public, I'm going to say in public. Now you got Stephen A. old flip-flopping ass talking about, well, you could have just came to me and said, yo, meet me after the game and nah.
Being passive aggressive. Being him being passive aggressive, saying I could have said this, that, and that. You remember that? I could have said this, that, and the third. You remember that? But I didn't. Dude. I mean, you might as well, if I'm Stephen A, man, just say you sorry, man. Just say
right.
you sorry, man. It ain't nothing wrong with saying you sorry. I mean, come on, man. Like you everybody love you, man. Everybody look, if everybody didn't like you, well, you have some people that don't like you, you have some people that do like you. But the thing is, man, you do this one thing that's so good, and that's talking about sports. You give your take on sports, and it's your opinion and nobody else's.
Yeah,
But
he
the
does
thing
that.
is,
I hear that, but okay.
yeah. But the thing is that a part of being a man is being able to admit that you're wrong,
Yeah.
and that you're sorry. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I think this is where, like in this society, like saying that they I guess apologizing, it's like a sign of weakness, maybe. I've never, I don't get it, because this day and age we live in the age of social media, and we know that people done got their ass whooped or put in the grave over some shit they said on social media. No, they didn't mean that shit. So all they had to, and they probably could have been alleviated by a simple apology. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it didn't have to get far.
Yeah, it didn't even have to go that far. So, if I'm Stephen A, let that shit go, man. You see what his son doing, then you see what Bryce is doing. Bryce just won a state championship and is high for Sierra Canyon.
Well,
so
okay.
So and then on top of that, he got a shoe deal. So what you gonna say about that?
That's why I said.
So
hey, at this point, get the hell over it.
Get the hell over it.
Because
I apologize, man.
And this the add to his goofy. He said if LeBron would have put his if LeBron would have put like a Will Smith on him, I would have swung. Boy, you would have died. He would have put his hands on you. He got 15 years. He's 15 years younger than you. He's
Hey,
6'9", 260. You would have. It would
look,
have been a different headline.
look. I seen Stephen hitting the mitts and everything. But what you was doing, I ain't gonna say that. That's a balanced breakfast over there
Hey,
in Los
it
Angeles. That's a
would have been
balanced breakfast. If LeBron hits you,
egg,
he gonna
steak,
make it. I'm
grits,
telling you, boy.
hash
Hey,
brown.
Ruth Chris, Waffle House, uh,
Oh,
Chick-fil-A, Miss Winners,
I'm trying.
everything.
Boy, you said Miss
Hey,
Winter. Boy, you taking it back.
hey, hey, yeah, boy, them steak sandwiches was hidden, boy.
Hey,
But
listen. Yeah,
hey,
go ahead.
but
Oh man,
hey, Stephen A. If LeBron hits you, boy, he gonna put you in another dimension, boy.
it
If
would
he
have been
hits you, if
a
he
different
hits you,
headline. It
boy,
would have been. It would have
if he
been. It would
look,
have been police question LeBron James, ESPN personality Stephen A. Smith in the L.A. County Hospital. It would have been a different
hold on.
headline.
Not
Not active
only will
stuff.
he be in the hospital, but he gonna wake up with LeBron tape line just like he is.
He would have not, bro. You know what's so funny? I'm about to get all the way crazy on this one because Steve, Stephen A. Smith plays a gangster on General Hospital. Boy, that ain't your life, dude. You talking about I would have swung back. You wouldn't have had a chance. For one, LeBron wouldn't have put his hands on you.
No.
Why are you speaking like that? That's you looking for because first take, you're looking for ratings for your show. I get it. You talking crazy. Unless you uh unless you continue to pick on his son and antagonize his son, or you talked about his wife, or you talked about his mom. What are we talking about here? He said what he said to you. You grown ups, you have a conversation. It would have been over, unless you would have oh man, unless you would have just went like stupid dumb with it, and he put his hands on you first, bro. Man, get out of here, bro. Come on, like you're 57, I think like 56, 57 years old. LeBron is 40 active, not like 40 like we and I for like regular 40, like no, like 40 like dunking on people 40, like cut up muscles and big, like strong 40. I get as a man, I get as a man. Look, we're men, and nobody just wants somebody to like steal on you. I get it, but like, come on, man, come on, bro, knock it
Yeah.
off, knock off the tough talk. He was gonna pull no Will Smith on you. Come on, bro. Unless you like went crazy with it, and if he did, I don't know Stephen A. Smith from a can of paint, but if that dude put his hands on you,
It's for a
it
reason.
would have been a different story. So
Mm-hmm.
put your old ass down somewhere, shut the fuck up, and you call first take and let him play basketball. Because you know that nepotism thing, the nepotism thing is where we started at. He brought back the buzz and a championship to LA when they had some lean years, especially when
Mm-hmm.
Kobe retired. He's been the face of the NBA for over a decade. Safe to say, they owed him one. So when he said, "You're going to draft my son," they owed him one, to say the very least. So everybody out there, get the hell over it. They owed him one. All the great moments LeBron has given us, all the great games LeBron has given us. We ain't gonna talk about what happened, last night at the Bull. That's because that was some bull. But all the great moments, all the great games, all the great memories, all the great finals, this, that, and that, woo, woo. Owed him one. He flexes power. Come up here.
Yep.
Come up here. Um, So
You take a chill pill.
yeah. So like I said, the Lakers are now currently still holding on to the third seed. The Rockets,
Uh
funny enough, got the
uh.
two
Oh
seed.
oh no. The Lakers are tied with the Memphis Grizzlies for fourth.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, dang, I just saw it was on fifth. Look, well, fourth, fifth, 89. They did some wild shit today.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So
I had,
the crazy
I
thing
had
about it,
Go ahead.
and the crazy thing about it is folks getting fired over this shit. Over this shit. It's crazy. What's the name over at what's my dude name? I think what was it
What's
what's
up?
my guy name, man? I can't think of his name.
All right, whoa. I'm gonna let you get your thoughts together. So Memphis today, just a few short hours ago, they fired their head coach
Yeah,
Taylor.
Memphis, yeah,
Yeah,
Taylor, yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Hold on, that's what I'm
yeah.
talking about. So, like I said, they're like right in the thick of it. They've had a little losing little spell, but come on, like right now,
Now,
and
no.
we're like right there going into the playoffs.
Playoffs, and y'all tied with the Lakers. Y'all gonna easily get going there with four seed in the fourth seed, and then
Mm.
probably and be in the playoffs. This the wrong time to be
They're
firing
gonna,
y'all head coach.
yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs. Now, look, now it depends on what their seeding will be. They're gonna make the playoff. But you know what? I read something. They hired this international coach. He's supposed to be like a more offensive guy. That's what the scuttlebutt is talking about. That what it said. that what it said. That what talking around
Hey,
town is.
Grizzlies organization. I hope you know what you're doing. I just hope. You know what I'm saying? I hope, but
So Ja, Bane, Jackson going into the playoffs soon. Maybe this guy, I don't know, maybe this guy's it. Well, he better be it. Hold on, give me one moment. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. All right. So either way, so NCAA, the March Madness. Did you do your bracket?
oh yeah.
Okay. I know. All right. Yes, we know we had games last night, but we're still going to reveal our bracket and then talk about games last night and reveal who we got going forward for the Sweet 16 because we got games later on tonight. The ladies as well, and then we're gonna have the weekend, and of course we're gonna catch up with it when we come back on the next episode on episode 91. So, you want to go first, or
So
how you want to do this?
you
Go
go
ahead.
first.
All right, cool. All right. So I had Duke over Arizona, Alabama over BYU, Houston over Purdue,
Wait.
Tennessee. Okay.
Hold on. Cause see, it's now you got Duke over Bama. You said
Hold on. I'm going off of hold on because remember, like I said, we had the games last night. I'm just saying what I had going into the weekend, and we're
oh
gonna update the list. Just hold on. Just hold on. I'm gonna go back over again. Duke over Arizona, Bama over BYU, Houston over Purdue, Tennessee over Kentucky, Florida over Maryland, Arkansas over Texas Tech, Ole Miss over Michigan State, and Auburn over Michigan. Okay. Now we saw last night so far. I got two. Well, no. I got three right. I missed the last one because Texas Tech came back on Arkansas and beat Arkansas in overtime. So I missed that one. Calipari You had a timeout to burn. That
Okay.
little group was on you. Go ahead.
So
Who you
now,
got?
so now that you got, so no, so now that you got which one? So the ones that are in the final,
What's that?
is it all going into the final? Let's see.
This is still the Sweet 16 tournament right
Right.
now. They just
So
played
okay. So
4 games last night. Then we got a 4 games.
so,
One of them about to start
okay.
actually as
So I
we're
got
broadcasting, and we'll find
okay.
out. Yeah, and we're gonna go to the Elite 8.
Okay.
Yes.
So I got Auburn. I got Auburn over Michigan.
Okay.
I got Ole Miss. I got who is it? Uh, who is it? I got Auburn over Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I had Florida over Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
What else? And art. Let's see. Let's see. I had. Let's see. Who was it? Texas Tech over. I had Texas Tech for some reason over Arkansas.
But you better than me because I missed that one. You better than
Yeah,
me.
and they won. They won
Yeah,
by
overtime. That's what I'm saying.
Buddy
Yeah.
missed it. Buddy
Yeah.
missed the shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Wagner. DJ
Yeah,
Wagner. Yeah, DJ
I
Wagner
had
missed the shot.
Duke over Arizona, of course.
Yeah.
I was hoping BYU would pull it out over
Bro,
Bama.
Bama hit 25 threes last night.
Yeah.
That was a record.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna beat nobody hitting 25. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Man. Boy, that game was over. That game was over. Real early in the second half.
Let's see.
113-88 was the end score.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick Houston over Purdue.
Okay, yeah, that's
I'm
what
gonna
I had
pick.
to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Tennessee over University of Kentucky.
Yeah, that's what I got too. But just real quick about the games last night. Cooper Flag, man, 30 points. Ah, man, bro, he did a play. He kind of got tripped up. He's stumbling and bumbling. He just threw that thing up for alley-oop. I mean, then the white boy spun in the lane. He shoots right-handed. He spun in the lane and shot it left-handed. I'm like, bro, they got nothing for him. They had nothing for him.
He was held in high school, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He came to Duke early. Obviously, he's gonna be the number 1 overall pick. Yeah. Arizona had nothing for him. They tried, even at the end of the half, when they tried the guy hit the Arizona player. Man, look, y'all, I'm trying to think of his name, but y'all lost, so I don't care about the name. And then to beat the buzzer, Cooper hit a 3 to beat the buzzer. I'm like, You know what? And mind you, remember last episode, I couldn't think of guy's name. I get kind of off with the names. I'm gonna do better. Proctor didn't even have a good game. See, the last game, Proctor had 25 points and 7 threes. He didn't even have a game last night. He didn't. This was all Cooper. So they're going to who are they going to play? I think they're gonna play Alabama. I think Duke's gonna play Alabama next. So if I'm not mistaken, you got it. You got it on your yeah. If you look it up for the next game,
Duke plays Alabama.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you. That's what I thought. So now if look, for one, I got Duke to win the whole thing. I said that last show. I got Duke to win the whole thing. But boy, they better play that defense. Real quick, I knew Florida knocked out UConn.
Yep.
So I knew they're gonna beat Maryland.
Mhm.
Yeah, the only thing. Look, they got anything they kind of wanted from Maryland offensively. The only thing that really caught the eye of the camera was Angel Reese was there. They kept showing her. Well, her brother plays for Maryland, but that's really they just kept showing her. Like, okay,
Yep.
hey, um, but yeah. So, like I said, man, Kalapari, I don't know what you were doing that time out. You could have set a play because Wagner missed it. Now Wagner missed the shot in regulation, and then he went. Look, he went ISO on white. He went ISO on the guy. Look, I know you wanted in your best player. It is what it is, but he went ISO, didn't get it. Man, listen, you were up 16. I don't know about you. The game, they want to put everything on prime time. I ain't gonna lie. They was up 16, bro. I started dozing off. I just, I just knew they had the game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I started dozing off, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the game was in the bag. I said, okay, check off another team that I got right. I dozed off, woke up, there was an overtime. I said, whoa, what? How? How does that happen? I had to watch it back. So, all right. So the women on the women's side. All right, you got the women's side?
Yeah. Let's see. Hold up. Let me go.
All right, well, all right, let me go. I'm gonna let you get yours together. I got UConn over Oklahoma, K-State, Kansas State over USC. You already know why. Juju tore ACL. Boy, I hate to see a woman
Yeah,
cry.
I saw that. I
I
saw that.
already knew what it was. The moment she fell down, because she really didn't get people were like, well, she got bumped. No, she got bumped as she was falling down. If you ever see a non-contact injury, it's always bad. I already knew it was ACL. That
Yep.
that young woman was crying. I said, yep, her knee shot. I already knew it. I've seen it too many times happen. Uh, uh, look, you know what? I'm gonna be a little messy. Now, Jaden Daniel mom was being real strict. A for Jaden
She put a
mom.
hex. Yeah.
No,
She,
I
she,
wasn't gonna even go there. Put Juju on Juju. I wasn't even gonna go there. You wild for that. All I was gonna say is, if you think your son is sweet on her now, when she comes out of well, I'm pretty sure she probably already had the surgery or whatever. Who you think gonna send her flowers to get well soon? Call and text, see how she doing. Try to be there for her rehab, her physical therapy. I'm gonna leave that alone. I got LSU over North Carolina State, UCLA over Ole Miss, South Carolina, of course, over Maryland, UNC over Duke, Tennessee over Texas, and oh man, this might be a little upset because they on a little run. TCU over Notre Dame. So who you got, my boy?
I'm trying to pull up my bracket. Hold on.
Okay,
I don't know what's going on with it.
okay, okay.
I'm trying to pull it up.
Okay. Well, while you pull it up, I'll just get into it a little bit. So UConn, I'm like I said, I was going for USC till Juju tore her knee. UConn and Paige last year, they've already said that she's declared to go to the WNBA. The Dallas Wings got the #1 pick, so they already put that little tidbit out there that she's gonna be a Dallas Wing this year. But South Carolina, Dawn Staley, those girls, Pow Pow, you know what it is. Hey, them girls be balling out there. So it's a toss-up. I might have to get with y'all next week about who I think go. Oh man, I want to say my guts, my heart says Carolina. My heart says Carolina. My head says UConn. I'll get back with y'all next time. I'm gonna definitely have my overall national championship pick, UConn or South Carolina for the women's. What you got? You got it? You got to put up?
So yeah.
Okay.
So okay. So I got okay. So I got UCLA over Ole Miss.
Okay.
I got let's see. Oh boy, so look the way it's looking, LSU. I picked LSU to beat NC State.
Yeah, me too. Great mind things alike.
Let's see. Uh, of course, South Carolina to beat Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
In which they played today already. My wife watched the game.
Okay.
And
we talk about it next time.
Yeah. Let's see who else. And who else? Who was it? Who else was supposed to play?
Well, I
I
help
think that
you
was
out.
it.
I help you. No. We're gonna no. I'm saying we're gonna go through all of them, pick out the winner, who wins, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna get more in depth next time. So okay, so UConn plays Oklahoma. Who you got?
Oh, UConn.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well. Okay. Kansas State, USC.
Kansas State over Kansas State and USC.
Yeah, they're playing each other. Yes.
Ooh, without Juju.
Right. That's why I got K-State. No Juju. Sorry, girl.
Yeah.
No Juju. Okay.
Even though they, I'm gonna go with K-State.
They're still solid, but
yeah,
you're taking away a lot of points.
Yeah, I'm going with K-State.
Okay. LSU, NC State.
Oh yeah, I went with. I took LSU. I already did that.
Right.
Y'all did those.
North Carolina, Duke.
I'm gonna go with Duke on this one. Duke girls been doing good.
Tennessee, Texas.
Tennessee or Texas. Let me see. Tennessee or Texas. Yeah, because that's the only team I don't see on here.
Well, they're playing Tennessee or Texas.
Tennessee or Texas. I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
TCU, Notre Dame, and that's the last one.
Notre Dame.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. So basically, next episode, we're gonna have all 16. So we're gonna have everything finalized, breakdown to the Elite Eight. Next time, we're gonna talk about the Elite Eight, and we're gonna go from there. So we got some NFL news, and before we talk about the NFL news, everybody, please hit that subscribe button,
hit that like button,
hit that share button.
Make sure you comment. We need your social engagement. We want to be your priority for sports and viral news because we got the best barbershop talk on the internet for sports and viral news. Flat out period. So, like I said once before, they can't beat us. They can only hope to contain us.
Yeah. That's right. All right, so we got a few moves. Russell Wilson, he is now a Giant. I guess he couldn't hold on with Pittsburgh any longer. He signed a 1-year deal where he could make up to $21 million. What you feel about the move?
It was smart. Instead of sitting there, New York would actually, I think, would benefit from him. Now that New York has something, at least a little something to work with,
the quarterback room is crazy right now.
Yeah.
DeVito, Jameis Winston, and Russell Wilson. And, well, I'm going to throw this in. And I'm pretty sure Sierra pretty happy.
Yeah. Cause I mean, look, man, that's the man's number one cheerleader, man. Hey, no lie. like straight up. And a lot of y'all that be talking about Russell, man, y'all can fall down a flight of steps, man, because y'all know Future got like 28, 11 baby mamas, and y'all be calling Russell Wilson a square. That man is.
Hey,
If you wanna ask me, cause your boy, what's his name, Channing on what's it called it on what's that the pivot
yeah.
on the pivot, he got that shit backwards. Oh, cause he from Atlanta, he a real nigga or supposed to be a real nigga. We all know what real niggas do. You know what I'm saying? They make all these kids. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to be thug life. You know what I'm saying? Make all these kids, and they go to the store and get some milk, and you don't hear from them no more. So that's exactly what That's exactly what Future does. That's what he does. He make a baby. Hey, it's on the flip side.
Yo,
So
I didn't know we was gonna go down that road today.
hey,
Yo, but
I'm
listen,
saying it.
I know,
Hey,
I know,
Russ,
I hear you. I'm not knocking what you're
Russ,
saying. Like I said,
Russ,
it makes her happy
yeah.
because guess what? Seattle, Denver, and Pittsburgh is not the entertainment capital of nothing.
Mm-mm.
Now you in New York, the Giants, New York market. Look, now. She gets booked. She don't have to fly everywhere. Boom, right down the street. So
Yeah.
that's why I brought it up because it's dope because he get an opportunity to play with elite neighbors, a growing team, can do some things for a year, and the wife is happy. She's in New York. What's
You know
better
what?
than New York?
Yeah, it'll be crazy if he get them to the playoffs next year. He get them to the playoffs. That'll be crazy, crazy.
Oh man. Well, let me hit you with a dose of cold water.
Oh shit! You gotta.
Hey, hey,
He looking around like he does something.
I know. Hey. All right. Hey, you think they still gonna draft Shador Sanders?
But you know what?
Oh,
No, no,
oh. Okay.
nope. Mm-mm. I think what's gonna happen is I'm being honest.
Okay.
I think Shador gonna go to damn Oakland. Shador going to Oakland.
White.
Shador going
So you
to
think
Oakland. Huh?
his draft stock will fall that much? Cause I know all the draft they do all the drafting. They change it every 2-3 days. So you think he would fall to Oakland?
I don't see why not. Oakland. I, Oakland.
I say that. Okay.
I mean not Oakland, but Las Vegas. I don't know why I say.
Yeah,
I
I
keep
I
saying
know.
Oakland.
Yeah, Las Vegas. Yeah. I mean, we know the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, when you said
Yeah,
Oakland, it didn't even catch to me because I'm so used to calling them Oakland
yeah,
myself.
yeah.
My thing is this: if I'm New York, for one, I still say Dion gonna pull it. Archie Manning gonna manipulate where he want his son to go to a good situation. And I'm gonna say this: New, just real,
And I was
just
getting
real quick,
ready to say what you get
okay,
ready to say. I was
just
getting
real
ready to
quick,
say that
just real
too.
quick.
I was getting ready to say that too. Go
Okay,
ahead. Yeah.
now if I've been looking at all these little draft boards and stuff. New York could still do that. You let go of Danny Cutlets, right? And then you have him in the room, and you can have him sit for a little bit behind Russ. You're learning behind a great professional, and I know a lot of people they done threw the BS about all the goofy, he's arrogant, he this. That's a Dion problem. That's not a Shador problem. It's crazy. I keep telling you. I really don't think a lot of these scouts do their job. I'm just telling you. I've said this before. I really don't because I'm gonna get on my little soapbox real quick. A young man that went from an HBCU, Jackson State, to a Power 5, Pac-12, Big 12, Colorado, with a bad offensive line and little to no running game, I'm going to give you a couple of stats. His last season at Jackson State, he threw for 70%, which is obviously amazing. 70%, right? 3,732 yards passing, 40 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. Or as you call them, ints.
Yes.
That's a great ratio. Super great ratio. So you would think, okay, well, of course, he can do that at HBCU. The talent isn't that great. So he played 2 years at Colorado. I'm just gonna give you guys last season stats. 74%, even higher than at Jackson. 4,134 yards, obviously higher than at Jackson State. 37 touchdowns, 10 picks. Now, I know the interceptions went up by 4. Once again, with a bad offensive line and no running game. That common sense, if you see what he did on Saturdays, common sense would tell you if you can throw him in the fire, he's used to it. So the reason why I brought that up, because you can say, well, New York has a high pick in the upper rounds in the top 5, and could he go in the top 5? Maybe Deion might say, I don't want my son in the top 5. He may manipulate, work behind the scenes. All right, cool. But don't give me this crap about, and you see these dummies talk about he can't play. That's crazy. When they consistently draft these guys out of these schools where they never get touched, and they just throw like 7-on-7 drills, and then when they get the Hendricksons, the TJ Watts, and the Khalil Macks, and the Max Crosbys, and and they get them boys in their face, and they crumble. They crumble like a sheet of paper, because they never faced any adversity before.
Hey, let me throw this little tidbit in here.
Yes, sir.
My man Watson from the Florida Gators, 464 pounds.
Oh yeah, number 21. Yeah.
Defensive tackle. Y'all better beware of him, because that boy is a jack of all trades. That boy, I watched some of his highlights.
I saw that. Yeah.
That boy said he ain't tackling nobody. But it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
look,
y'all
I
better
saw
beware.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a run stopper.
Yeah.
Hey, pause. Just sit him in the middle. They come in the guy running, just eat him.
He got all the gaps. He got them all. Whoever get him, they're gonna have to pay him some money. They're gonna have to pay him.
But hey, it depends on what he can do. Now he still got to do it. I'm just saying, but get the back to it though, man. Like, I just looking at the draft stock trying to fall. Deion trying to make sure his son get in the right situation. But I think New York could be a good situation. He don't have to play right away.
You think so?
Yeah, because
New York, or I was thinking, yeah, New York or New Orleans.
What you like about New Orleans?
Because he got a lot to. Because he got a lot to mess with. You know what I mean? Like he could help rebuild that team. Especially, you still got Taysom Hill, jack of all trades. Even though they got him at tight end,
but he plays all over.
He could play it all.
I know they got Olave. Olave. I'm pretty sure they still got Kamara. They I know they got talent. I just want to see where you was where your headset was on that one.
Yeah, it's he has a lot to. He got a lot of personnel there to rebuild. Help New Orleans rebuild or get back to what where they want to be, get where they want to be. He probably gonna have to sit behind. He probably gonna have to sit behind. What's my man name there?
Bro, he go to New
Um,
Orleans. He playing day one. He go to New York.
he gonna
He have
have
to
to sit
sit
behind
behind
Russ.
Russ. Nah, he
Yeah,
go to New Orleans. No, he playing day one.
they won. Yeah,
Nah, no, he playing day one. No doubt about that. And to round it out, Stephon Diggs is a Patriot, signed a 3-year deal, $69 million. We're gonna see how that deal plays out. And just same way Sierra is going to New York, I guess Cardi B gonna have to make some trips to Boston. Yeah, I went there. I surely did. Oh,
yeah, Stephon Diggs. That's gonna be set. And then they saying Travis Hunter might go to New York too, New England
Lord,
too. So
I know that. See, that's I see how I threw that alley oop. That's why
yeah,
I knew you're gonna.
yeah,
I knew you're gonna duck the ball for
yeah.
me. That's what I was saying. You know what?
Drake may gonna have a good. He gonna have a
Yeah.
good time
Oh
if
yeah. If they pull that off,
yeah.
yeah.
Drake may
Now
gonna
you
have
get.
a good time.
Yeah.
But we gotta see what Travis Hunter's gonna choose. Is he gonna play both sides of the ball? Is he gonna go as a receiver? Is he
Well,
gonna go as
receiver
a
where
corner?
the money is. That's
Yeah,
where the money is.
yeah. Because he could
Uh,
do both. But I think you know what? If I'm
but he
Dion,
said he want to play both sides of the ball. So,
ball. Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah. So we'll see.
we'll
But yeah,
see.
in
It could be real interesting in New England.
England.
I just hate, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm about to say I hate that. I said this last year during the season. What did I say? You're gonna fire one coach and give the other coach all the talent, but we gonna see how that play out. I'm gonna put a pin in this one. I'm gonna put a pin in that one. Let's see what they do in the draft and see if my predictions come true. We're gonna see in the draft, and then when the season start up, see if my prediction hit.
Yep.
Good. And I'm just gonna leave that right there. So all right, now we're gonna get into a little. All right, get a little viral. Not much. It just so disheartening. Got to talk about it. Marvin Sapp. Shoot
That bitch
him,
almost got some. That bitch almost had some kidnapping charges placed on him. That's
extortion, kidnapping.
extortion, racketeering, everything. Shit.
Yo, hey,
Boy, I'm telling you, boy.
40
Marvin Sapp
grand?
got on that microphone and thought he was Sam Rothstein or somebody, like he from the mob. Said, bitch, everybody got to give me some money. Everybody hit the strip dying. Everybody.
Man, look.
So,
No,
like,
go ahead. Go ahead, because I gotta hear what you gotta say, because go ahead. I know you got,
like,
come on, man. Come with it.
nah,
'Cause
man, like for real, man. Like he was, like, close all the doors, man. Close
no,
all. I'm trying to get
boy,
home. It's
man,
Sunday,
you
man.
know how
I'm trying to,
tight I would have got?
man. Boy, it would have been it would have been worse than that church in Detroit. Cause you remember
Boy,
that dude did that shit and asked everybody to give them $1,000.
boy, I would got,
Yeah, yeah.
boy, I would got
I,
tight
this man
with him,
said
boy.
we trying to raise 40K. It would have been different, what I'm saying? If he had said, okay, y'all, we trying to raise $40,000 for the building fund, so yeah, but we know what
You
that
didn't look at my
building
face.
fund is. But the thing is, he didn't do that. Homeboy say, lock the doors. Y'all gonna give us some money in this bitch today. Like, I'm like, God, Marvin, damn. He talking to us like we some like we all some hoes. Like he done been here before. Like he done been to that track before. Marvin was talking like he
Okay.
been on that track before,
Yeah.
collecting
Oh
money
my
and shit.
God.
That's what it sounded like when he got on that damn microphone. But
Hey, look. See, but you know what? It's stuff like that right there.
mhm,
Why people look at religion the way that they do, and
they
it's sad.
do.
It's unfortunate. It's sad. That's why I would say, look, leave the church, join another one. Don't let that dude get you off your point. Get you off your. Don't let your faith waver, bro. Look, hey, even if I had it, I still say I ain't got it. Not for you. And let me point out another thing, cause see, I saw two different versions of the video. One, I don't know if you saw that, if you noticed it. One was kind of grainy, and one was really clear.
Mhm.
Did you see what was on his wrist?
Uh-huh.
What was on his wrist? It's not a trick question. What was on his wrist?
It was some ice on his wrist.
I'm a watch connoisseur. That was a presidential gold Rolex
What?
watch with the ice on the bezel and in the dial. That watch probably by itself cost you $50,000. So if you want money so bad, how would you put that watch up? You need money.
I'm telling you.
That I anybody that come in the comments, if I miss it, if I'm off by a few $1,000s, so be it. I don't care. I guarantee you this. That's a car. That's a car. I know that much. Maybe it's a little bit more. Maybe it's a little less. It's a car that he had on his wrist. Because when I first heard, and then I looked at the clip first, I said, "Wait a minute! You gonna sit in front of some people with a Rolex watch on and talk about I need $40,000? Are you retarded?" But I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not supposed to say the R word. My bad. No, I'm not. No, it's not my bad. You know what? No, because people like that. It's people like that. You're not supposed to be in it to get wealthy. You're supposed to teach, preach, and assimilate the word of
And
God.
help people.
Help people, help the
That's what.
community. And
Yeah,
if you
that's
get
what the
into
times were
it to
for.
get wealthy, you got into it for the wrong reasons. You only get into it to line your pockets. Come on, bro. Look, and I saw something, and somebody said, "Well, church is a business." It is a business. When I saw that, and I'm thinking like, no, they're absolutely right. It is a business
Mm-hmm.
because you have to have the business sense to keep the lights on and the doors open,
Hey,
organized. But you're not. If you want to get rich and wealthy, you can have a job.
hey,
That's not supposed to be like the job. That's you have this going on and this going on and that going on. If you want to, that
Bishop,
is a calling.
yeah, Bishop Brian ain't got them type of problems. Shout out to Fort Valley State. He went to Fort Valley State,
Mm-hmm.
and the you ever heard of the Bronner hair products?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
So you don't never hear him or his congregation, complain about none of it, because it's actually he's really authentic about what he has put for, that the mega church is
Mm-hmm.
for is for his people. It's for the congregation. He ain't asked for no money. He don't do nothing. It's just, he makes his money off of his business ventures.
Yeah,
He ain't gotta ask the congregation
congregation.
for
That's what I'm
no
saying.
money.
You're not in it to get rich.
And then what they're also the ones that want to line their pockets with money. They looking at what's his name, Joel Osteen, the white boy.
I got
Hey,
story
hey,
time. Story time.
yeah,
What was his name? Bishop Long. You know
yeah,
about well, I'm pretty sure we've all heard about Bishop Long.
yeah.
So story time back in 2000, right? So when I work in a work study, I worked with a guy. I didn't know him like that. At the time, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know my naivety. I didn't really know about like mega churches or anything like that. I know that people obviously had, like you go and watch church service on TV. I knew that because a lot of people like to do the bedside Baptist. You know what I mean? Um, so I was hearing things about this guy who kept getting his car vandalized. This guy was driving these expensive cars. He was driving it to class. He was parking it, parking on campus, and it was vandalizing his car. And then I ended up meeting him. Funny enough, working work study together. I didn't know, but I ended up finding out. Oh, that was the guy people were talking about. So kind of find out. It's so long ago, and we're just talking, and he said, "Yeah, I'm what." I forgot how we worded it. Like, I'm one of Bishop Long's kids. He kind of said it in that vein, and I heard his name before. I said, okay, then all right, cool, whatever, all right, cool. So then it put two and two together. I was like, oh, I didn't say it out loud. I said, oh, that's the guy they're talking about. He would drive. He would let the kid drive his car to school, but he had to stop doing it because they would key the cars, the whole 9 yards. One evening, me, him, and a friend of ours, so the three of us, we rode around Atlanta one time, like 2 hours, went, got some food, just hung out, whole night. Real cool guy. Big 600 Benz, the whole 9 yards. Cool guy. Then I found out what's going on. The ATM machines, the private jets, and I knew they had some money because, I mean, dang, what 20-year-old whipping around a 600 Benz from his father? Okay, but once again, my naivety, I didn't know, I really didn't. Then I'm hearing stuff around campus. Then I start, all right. Then of course, fast forward years later, we find out what happened, what was going on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, then I'm hearing things in the city as I start moving around. Because at this point, it was like my third semester there. So then I start seeing and hearing more things. I'm like, wait a minute, whoa, like he's getting money like that from the people. So this my conclusion. They might not have been vandalizing your car because they were hating on you. Probably vandalizing those cars because of him.
Mm-hmm.
People, hey, God don't like when people do ugly things.
Ugly things happen. Hey, take your life one. Hey, I'm telling you what. Hey, y'all don't like ugly.
Hey,
I'm telling you what.
That's my story, bro. That's my story because, like I said, I knew this kid, and man, at the time I didn't think anything of it. And as I start to see and hear things, and I'm like, dang, and then obviously everything we ain't got to get into everything that went on with Bishop Long. We all know. But then seeing these mega church preachers, bishops, or pastors, whatever you want to call, and then seeing you're eating off of your congregation, you eating off people that might be trying to trying to still make the ends meet.
It's me, yeah.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute. What? Why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing this? Like, come on, like, bro. Have you seen that commercial? It come on about 2, 3 in the morning, where this white preacher, he come on and say, you buy this water, and then you get it make all your dreams come true.
Yeah.
And you see, my point. And then you get the little goofy infomercial. Oh Lord, I didn't know what I was gonna do. And then next thing I know, I went to my mailbox. I had $10,000.
Hey, yeah, come on now. And then the dude, it was a dude on BET that they had a commercial for. He had a perm like right here. He was a black dude. I can't think of his name, but my grandma used to watch him, and he had a system. It was so crazy. He called it the blessing, the super blessing, and the super duper blessing.
See how funny that that sound?
I'm like, man, and man, folks be calling the same thing to give a testimony. That yeah, I got hit in a car accident and didn't know how I was gonna pay for these bills or whatever. And then next thing I know, I get a check in the mail for $20,000. Like,
look, man. I'm not. Look, I'm not gonna get too much deep in this. I'm just gonna talk about the scammers. You give religion such a terrible name.
yeah,
So I give you this money to get a blood. So like it's like almost like if I give you X amount of dollars, you're gonna push my blessing to the front of the line, or I what BS you feed me or the people?
because it got folks really believing it. Like, hey, I pay this much money every month. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. Instead of just
Look,
going to an authentic, finding an authentic church home
you're supposed to
and
come as you are and
come as
give
you are. That wants you to come as you are.
and give what you can. I know 10%. Give what you can.
Dang.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah, God, I just give. I just hope that people don't lose their faith over uh imperfect people.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are imperfect people who's
Mm-hmm.
trying to get over. Let's call it a spade.
Spade. Yeah.
And
That's
this
all it is.
is just another unfortunate thing for the people who was in this congregation. They had it, it ticks me off. It really ticks me off. And then it's us.
Yeah.
Don't you sing, bro? Dang, you ain't getting booked. You don't have no strings. But you know what? I don't know if you got anything else to add. I'm done with this clown.
Yeah. I'm moving right along.
Yeah. So guys, we want you to do us a huge favor. Hit that
Hit
subscribe
that
button.
like button.
Hit that share
And
button.
make sure you comment and repeat. We need your social engagement because we want to be your priority for sports and viral news. Like, hey, they can only hope to contain us. They can't beat us. They can't beat us. They can only hope to contain us. So, hey, like,
All
share,
right.
comment,
Yes,
repeat.
sir. Now, where's the spotlight? Now, we went a little back and forth last time now. Because BT had the top 15
Yeah,
wrestlers,
because
black
somebody
wrestlers.
ain't gonna make it. A lot of these folks ain't
But
gonna make it.
hold on. Now remember, we added 5 more. We're going to 20. I got my list. You got yours? Where your list? All right.
Told you.
All right, go first. Want to go first? Who gonna go first?
All right. Because a lot of folks gonna disagree with you. They're gonna disagree with you.
That's your list, though. That's your list.
Okay.
Boom.
So, number one, in my opinion, because I'm just gonna say, in my opinion,
it's your list. It's your list.
My opinion.
Your list. Come on.
Let's see.
Come on now. Don't get up here and be scared now.
I'm not.
You are.
No.
All right, go ahead.
First person I'm gonna say
okay
is I'm gonna put Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Number one. I got Rocky Johnson.
Wait. Hold on. What's his ethnicity? He black? I thought he was like Hawaiian. I thought he was like Hawaiian. He black.
Yeah, hey. It looked like he was black to me, but hey.
All right.
If The Rock, he
was black enough. We let it ride. I guess he was black enough.
He black enough.
Go ahead.
Number two.
Number 2.
Soul Man Rocky Johnson.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
Number 3, The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 4, Booker T.
Okay.
Number 5, I gotta put.
Don't you do it.
Number 5.
Oh Lord. Go ahead. Why all this suspense for?
Number 5,
Oh,
I'm gonna put number 5. I'm gonna put Shelton Benjamin.
wow, that's
Reason
hot. Okay, go
why
ahead.
I
Okay.
put Shelton Benjamin
Mm-hmm.
is because he actually you was talking about beginnings and how he got into wrestling.
Okay.
He was wrestling like mat wrestling collegiate for
Yeah, I know
I think it
Minnesota.
was
Yeah,
Wisconsin or
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah,
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And he was there with Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar.
I know. Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, Shelton the real
So
deal. Yeah.
so you know, for him to go there and then he went to New Japan, and him and Brock were tag team partners in New
Okay.
Japan.
I don't have as high as you, but I got my own thing. I don't have as high as you, but go ahead. All right, number 6. Who you got?
I do because see,
Go, I'm sorry.
you looking at you okay, but anyway, but I put him at number 5
Okay.
because he got looking at what as far as when he got to New Japan, then
Mm-hmm.
he got picked up by WWE. WWE decided to take on everybody from ECW and WCW, and then he got left at the wayside. And then later on, he went back to New Japan
Okay.
without Brock Lesnar, and that's where he was. He was in New Japan. Then he came. He was. I think he went to. Did he go to TNA? No. He was in New Japan for a while.
Okay.
For a while. Um, I think he came to TNA. Did he go? Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, I might
Okay.
have to look again. But anyway, um, he, he came back. He came back to WWE for a brief stunt.
Yeah, hurt
Um,
business. Yeah, the
huh?
hurt business. That when
Well,
I started watching wrestling.
even
Okay.
before that,
I remember when I started. Okay. Okay. Go
remember
ahead.
the
Yeah.
infamous? You remember the infamous super kick
Oh,
heard
oh,
around the world?
oh, wow. Oh, man, that was so long
Yeah,
ago. Yeah.
he came
Yeah,
back.
that one.
This was
Even though
like
he was on the wrong end of it, that was one of his best
the
highlights.
early
Yeah.
2010s. Like he
Okay.
came back,
Okay.
and
Boom.
then like he was there, left, went back to New Japan.
Hey,
Then
well,
he
that.
came back. Then he came back from New Japan to be in the Hurt business.
Mm-hmm.
Then now he's with AEW.
Okay.
So I put him in my top 5 because he's
All right.
one of my favorite wrestlers.
All
He's like one of my favorites. Um,
right. Who you got for 6?
uh,
Because I got to hear this. This
6,
is Friday. Who you 6?
6. I got my man Bobo Brazil.
Good one.
Bobo
Good one.
Brazil.
Old school. Good one.
Now
All right. Who's
he
your
was talking
7?
about like segregation,
Yeah.
and all that. He that's the time he was coming up
Coming
during
up. Yep.
discrimination, segregation.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep. Dang, I forget.
his real name was Houston Harris.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, your Bobo Brazil is my Black Panther. But go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um,
Because I wanted to get somebody back then when, segregation. Okay. Dang. That was a good one right there.
yeah.
Who's your 7?
7. I got Athena.
Okay.
Athena.
Okay.
Then Jackie.
Then
Then
8.
Jackie.
Okay. Who's 9? Who's
Huh?
your 9?
9. I got 9. 9. I got who else? Who could I put there? 9. I'm gonna put Mercedes Moné.
Okay. Who's your 10?
10. I gotta put my man. I gotta put the cat.
Okay. Who's
The
your
cat.
11? Okay.
11. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm well. I'm doing it. I'm doing it because of my favorites. You may
Oh,
do it
no.
because
That's what I'm saying. I'm laughing, but this your list. Hey, it's better. Hey, it's better than that BET list.
yeah.
Yo, this your list, bro. Who's 11?
D'Lo Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
D'Lo Brown.
All right. Okay. Who's your 12?
12. I'm gonna have to say Brian Keese, my man from
Oh,
Texas.
okay. Who's your 13?
13, Bobby Lashley.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, let's see, 14th, Junkyard Dog.
Right. 15.
15, New Jack from
Oh,
ECW.
wow. Ooh. Hey, you know what? I was fighting over the 20th spot over New Jack. Who you just said two entries ago?
Um,
Who you just say?
2 entries
Yeah.
ago. Let's see,
I'm D'Lo.
D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo.
Yeah,
I
D'Lo
was
Brown.
fighting between D'Lo, New Jack, and MVP. I ain't gonna lie. I was fighting. I ain't gonna lie. I ended up going with MVP. Real talk. I just ended up with MVP because he's really still rocking right now. Because once again, I go for the longevity and some in a very important position. But anyway, when you said D'Lo Brown, I was like, dang, I was really on the anyway. So who all right, so who you got next? What's that? You at 15 or 16?
16.
Who you got at 15?
I was gonna say Virgil.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Virgil.
Who got 17?
17 is going to be
Hey, real quick. Do you know before he ended up being I hate that they end up being like the lackey kind of role.
yeah.
But when he was in the territories, he was like Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
He had the stars and stripes. He dressed like Apollo Creed and he was like kicking butt.
Yeah.
And then Vince McMahon made him Ted DiBiase's little lackey boy. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah.
Who else, man?
All right. 17. Yeah.
17. 17. Jay Lethal.
Okay.
My man. Jay
Good
Lethal.
one.
Jay Lethal. 18. I got who did I put down here? 18. Yeah, I already said Mercedes Moné, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 18. I gotta put and because I got a lot of names next to the last couple because I gotta make a decision.
Go ahead, shoot, man. Like I said, like nobody's right or wrong. It just I know it's better than what BET put up. I know that much.
Yeah. Coco Beware.
Dang, I got him at 18 too. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I got him at 18 too. The Birdman. Bert. Hey, remember that music video they did? Okay. Okay. 19.
19, Kofi Kingston.
Okay. And then 20.
And then 20, I gotta do Bobby Lashley.
Okay. No. You already did Lashley.
I did Lashley already?
Mm-hmm.
Why put Lashley back here?
Oh,
That's when I was doing my editing. Yeah, that's when I was doing my editing. Okay. So I'll just say Mark Henry.
All right, cool. All right. Well, I kind of gave away a few names on my list last time, so I really didn't change my top guys. Number 1, Booker T. Number 2, Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. 3, Junkyard Dog. 4, The Rock. 5, Ron Simmons. 6, Tony Atlas. 7, Bianca Belair. 8, Black Panther. You got Bubba Brazil, got my Black Panther. 9, Mark Henry. 10, for your New Jack, I got Abdullah the Butcher. So I got my hardcore guy. 11, Jackie. 12, Lashley. 13, Devon. I know it was more of a tag team guy, but how he transitioned from the ECW to the WWE, the 3D and the bring out the tables, and it was
fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
14, Awesome Kong. 15, Kofi Kingston. 16, Mercedes Moné. 17, that's where I have Sheldon Benjamin at 17. 18, Coco Beware, same position. 19, Thunderbolt Patterson. I want to eat your call somebody to tell somebody. His promos were so entertaining. And 20 MVP. Because I'm telling you, they do this right, MVP will cause a resurgence in AEW.
Hey, you know what? You know
And they
what?
need it.
Cause your boy,
Still
what's his name?
with
Say he on
Lashley
his
and
way.
Benjamin. Huh?
What's his name? Say he on his way. Apollo Crews.
See?
We heard people. We
We
heard
heard
people.
people.
That's all hard, man.
Man, I
That's
love
all
it.
hard.
Hey, look, man, that's like I said, so I got the Hurt syndicate business, all of them. Because anybody know WWE is called one thing, now it's called another. Lashley, Benjamin, MVP. And like I said, I put them at 20 because, like I said, impact, longevity, culture, and not only that he was a great wrestler, then his transition to measure. He even wrestled, a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
He wrestled in a trios match. And he still kind of got it.
Yeah.
So like I said, so right now, like I said, so here's the longevity part of it, because he's still doing it at a high level. And I'm telling you, like you said, Apollo Crews, then they got the whole thing right now going on with MJF. I'm telling you, they do this right. It's going to be real special.
Yeah.
And I know you broke down a lot of things. I'm going to kind of go back through just for a couple of wrestlers. Awesome Kong. Sometimes she doesn't get the due she deserves.
Yes. Dude, because she had a child. She was pregnant. While pregnant, she first started. I think she was what it WCW?
No. She was in WWE. Then she went to TNA.
Yeah, then she moved to TNA because then she got pregnant, came back. Yeah, yeah.
You know what? Yeah. She is who Nia Jax should be now.
If Nia would lose some weight, man, that's
what. If Nia actually had facial expressions.
Yeah, it's like all they yelling and shit.
Thank you. If she just Awesome Kong is who Nia Jax. If I was talent, what they call it? If I was a talent agent, I would tell Nia Jax, look her up on YouTube and just watch her. Okay, I know it's crazy to say copy somebody, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. Her mannerisms, her facial expressions, her aggression, because her stuff just come off fake. Watch her for like a week. Write down notes. This is who you need to be. All that. That's who you need to be. I know you got Mercedes Moné pretty high. I got her where I got her because, right, she don't hit for me right now. She just don't. Mark Henry, like I said before, in the ring, outside the ring, I got him that high because he still discovered, like, ingrained in the bit. Oh, and his son is coming up.
Who?
Mark Henry's son is coming up.
Oh yeah,
Mark Henry.
Yeah.
He's still so ingrained in the business, and because remember, he just came out as the strongest man in the world, and that gimmick that led to championship, main event, behind the scenes, discovering talent, agent, AEW, WWE. It just, like I said, Impact. Real quick, I was
pretty cool in person. I met him when I worked at the airport.
Okay.
at Hartsville. He's pretty cool. He's funny as hell. Cause he was like, hey man, he, what you say? He said, what you say? I said, I walked past, I said, I ain't say shit. I ain't saying shit.
Yeah.
I said, I'm just messing with you. He said,
Ah,
I'm just messing with you,
I
man.
got you.
He said, you work
Got
here? I said, yeah, I work here at the airport. He's like,
you.
yeah, you know who I am, right? I was like, yeah, you Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
The big
dude,
man.
yeah, come to find out, all of them was on the was on the same concourse flying out the same gate. And my man was Santino, Kofi, that was like this was like early 2010s.
Okay.
Santino and Kofi
Hmm.
Kingston
Yeah,
and
trying
yeah,
to get
all
to the
of them.
venue somewhere, huh?
Dude, I walked past Punk. Seamus spoke to me. Seamus
Okay. Oh, then
Seamus
you guys.
spoke.
Oh, so you holding back stories.
Yeah,
Okay.
Big Show, man, look, early, I think this was like, yeah, nah, this is after Cody left. Cody looked at me. I said, man, I said that looked like Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because he didn't want the people flocking to where he was seating.
Oh,
He got up
okay.
and walked off. I guess to go get
Oh,
something to eat, maybe.
yeah.
But Big
Got
Show
it.
was
Okay.
there. I shook his hand, man. That's all I saw.
Cover your whole head.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I was like, dang, man. I was like, Cena walk. I was literally 5 feet away from Cena. I
Oh.
walked past CM Punk. He was with. I think he was with his wife. He was with his wife.
What is it? AJ Lee?
Yeah,
Is
AJ
it?
Lee.
Yeah,
He was
AJ
with
Lee.
AJ
Yeah,
Lee,
yeah.
and because they were getting some, she was getting like coffee or something,
Hmm.
and he had his carry on.
Okay.
I said, that's I
Dang.
said, man, I said, yeah. I said, all of them was in the one concourse, two
Yeah.
different times, or two different generation of
Okay.
wrestlers. And
Cool.
yeah, like they was already dressed. Same as they was already like Cena had on his t-shirt, had, the whole,
Hmm.
stick. Uh but yeah, man, I was like, bro, I was like, man, what? I was like, look at this here.
Oh,
So
that's dope. Oh man, that's cool,
yeah,
man.
that's.
That's
I was like,
cool.
man,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's
And,
cool.
you know who came up to me and asked for directions?
Ooh,
Ron Simmons.
that, damn.
Asked me, yeah. I said, damn. He said, yeah. He said, damn. He said, I can't find a damn
Yeah,
ATM. And we said,
by the
damn.
gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
we was on, I think, a concourse. Cause I just got off the escalator.
Okay.
And yeah, man, he came straight up to, he said, hey man, what a ATM at? I said, damn. He said, damn.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I love it, man.
And you
Yeah,
know
that
who
one.
else is
What's up?
funny before he passed? My man, the Iron Sheik. I talked to him
Mm.
twice. He did not like Hogan, dude. He did
Well,
not
hey,
like Hogan.
well,
A lot of people
I
don't
guess not
like
so quiet as kept. Who really does? Did you
Yeah.
see his wife was in the news?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
But he said Hogan ain't what you think, man. He said Hogan's a racist. And I was like, what? I was like, wait,
see,
what?
that was back then, huh?
That
That
was
was back then,
the
huh?
early
That was
2000, like the early
that was back
2010.
then.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Scott Steiner just did an interview.
Oh yeah.
Listen, well, look. You know what? Even if you take the racist stuff out of it,
Yeah.
he's a habitual
Uh,
liar, a
yeah.
line stepper, the whole nine. In this document, this dude tells lies that he was involved with stuff and a part of stuff that you can easily look up because it's documented. How you, it's like me telling you, yeah, I went to, like, I don't know, like just say I said and 5 years ago I went to some, I don't know, some fancy, I don't know, and met somebody and this that and third, and then I tell you I met somebody, I went somewhere, I met somebody famous, and then I tell you I recorded it and it's on Instagram. But of course, you look on my Instagram, it's not there.
Damn.
Like
Exactly.
I literally told you something that's not there, never existed, and then I tell you it existed.
Hulk Hogan is what these MAGA supporters aim to and inspire to be. But hey, move around.
Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one. I like that. That was a good one. But yeah, so like I said, man, our list was a little different, but it just we got. I think, look, even though we may have some different people on our list, but man, look, unlike the list we got before, we obviously didn't start watching wrestling in 2001. Like I think I think we got a pretty good well-rounded 20. Different, some of the same people, some different people, but they all had an impact. And now obviously we got more black wrestlers than we ever had, especially on television. There's always people in territories. So yeah. But we're gonna conclude with this: the movie review. Now, I'm just gonna go right to it. Avengers Doomsday. They dropped this video. And people, see, you looking crazy already.
Guess who they just announced? Guess who they just announced?
Who? You looking crazy already? Nightcrawler?
They just announced him.
For starters, I'm bust your bubble real quick. They've been announced. But
no, I know he just been added. He been added because he is more. Because it's more to that them line of chairs.
I know that. But
it's more coming.
I know that. That's why I'm going. That's why I won't ask you, because I'm gonna ask you how you feel about it, because to me the rollout was lame because I didn't know they were doing it throughout the day. I don't know if you. I got stuff to do. I didn't know, because they said they did a live stream, and like every 20 minutes they would show a new chair with a cast member. I didn't see all that. All I know is when I turn on Instagram, and I just saw the whole lineup so basically they got the OG X-Men, they got the new Fantastic Four.
Wait, from a different universe though.
I know that.
Hold on, cause see, a lot of folks don't. That's what. See, they thinking this is 616 X-Men.
It's not.
No,
yeah, it's not. I know that. Yeah. Because
okay.
Well. Look, I don't know how. Look, I don't know if you went down the rabbit hole of comments. I didn't. I know people were like, "Where's this person and this character?" Man, I didn't want to sit. Well, that was your dummy fault for sitting there staring at your computer screen like this, waiting every 20 minutes.
See,
I didn't do all that. I didn't even know they were doing it. I looked at my phone.
If you read the names,
every name.
See, if you read,
I didn't know they were waiting every 20 minutes.
See them folks that's in the back that missed everything. See, if you read the names, you would know that certain names didn't make the whatchamacallit. But they can't give you everything at once.
Thank you. That's why I'm saying.
They can't give you everything at once. Because see, two of my favorite characters, they gotta show up. And if they call it, and from word on the street, they calling the new Spider-Man Battle World.
Well,
if they calling it Battle World, you know what? You already know what time it is.
Look,
you already know who's supposed to be coming.
I know who's supposed to be coming. Why don't stop rubbing your wrist? I know who's supposed to be coming. My thing is, I just want to address the haters.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get to the real.
Mm-hmm.
How many trailers have we seen in the past where they give you just a little bit, and then when you actually see the movie, then you see something else. Then you see this person added that, like they've like, all right. So basically, I'm about to make this huge movie, and I'm gonna give you everything.
Perfect example. Perfect example. How they did Endgame was totally backwards. They did, first off, they did too many trailers in
Infinity
my
War,
opinion.
huh?
They did too many trailers. One or two would have did it, but they didn't give you everything.
No,
It was,
that you're not supposed to. Remember? Oh, remember the Infinity War trailer
mm-hmm,
when everybody was running through the forest in Wakanda,
mm-hmm.
and it was nothing like that. Oh, nothing like that at all.
No.
Of course, no. So if you go through the chairs, I know they started with Hemsworth first. So okay, Thor gonna come back obviously, and then they start going down the list, and obviously the second was Anthony Mackie, obviously Captain America, and Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, and then they start getting to the Thunderbolt characters. And then everybody crying. Well, dang, they giving away Thunderbolt because the actress that played Taskmaster was not included. Well, if you paid attention to the trailer, she's not included much in the trailer either. So now y'all crying over that. But anyway, so they're going through.
But hold on. See, but they ain't using their brain. If
Okay.
they're not featured in Avengers Doomsday, then
Okay.
that means they must be in blank. I'll let y'all figure it out.
Okay.
Hey,
And then all right.
here's
So
here's
what?
the hint.
I know, man. Put it put it down. Because you know what? Because
why y'all?
that's
Hey,
supposed to
here's
be
a
their
big.
new end
Hold
game.
on.
Because they're really gonna pack on the characters then.
Hey, and here's an even bigger hit for y'all. Because here's the thing. Everything that they doing is linked to these. So see this guy right here? See this
Yeah.
guy right here?
What about Doom?
That's why
What
they
about him?
doing Doomsday first.
I know that. I know
So
that.
no, I'm telling the
Yeah.
people in the back.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why they doing Doomsday first. So
And
yeah,
and
you can't give you
and
everything because
that's what I'm saying. They can't give you everything, and I would and I want to see if they're gonna do Doom proper justice.
oh, you
I'm
ain't
just
seen Doomsday. You ain't seen Doomsday. What it look like,
wait what the pictures, the set, not the set
bruh,
pictures, but the artwork they've done.
bruh.
I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes, bruh. They got this shit.
I saw the
Doom
artwork. I
in
saw the artwork
Liberia.
when he had, he's sitting there and he got Doctor Strange
They're
here. He got Invisible
strange.
Woman. Yeah, I've seen the artwork for it.
Yeah,
The concept art. I could think. Yeah, the concept art. Yeah.
yeah.
Then they got the
Doomsday
concept art.
look legit.
Yeah. Then
That's
they had the
because that's
concept art for Black Panther. They got concept art for the Hulks, for all the Hulks. See, that's why they were mad, because now they're like, oh, they got concept art for Black Panther, so they're gonna recast Chadwick Boseman.
they got to. They got
I
to.
know, yeah, because I know, yeah, but I'm just saying they were upset that somebody leaked it.
Yeah, because
When they leaked it,
see his
like 3 weeks ago when they about a month ago when they leaked it or whatever.
yeah, because Ryan Coogler he put the thing at the end of the movie
Of the
that
movie.
we won't, but see we might see two different Black
But
Panthers.
what we
So
got very cool is the multiverse anyway.
yeah, of course. So yeah,
So
so
it won't be this universe Black Panther. It could be another universe Black Panther, just like you got the OG X-Men. That's from another universe. Obviously, the Fantastic Four, that's set in another universe.
universe.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, people, Marvel kind of did themselves a disjustice. They chose quantity over quality in that last phase. And a lot of people got so down on Marvel movies. So I see a lot of cynical people and it seemed and they've really gotten off this last year, and then coming into 2025, they've really got off to a hot start. They've gotten off to
Okay,
a
yeah,
hot.
yeah.
You said,
Cause,
don't, you smirking your face up. I'm just saying,
I'm telling
look
you
what they've
now.
done lately, and they've gotten back to a great start. So now, I'm just gonna use 2025. So you come into
I'm telling you.
2025, Captain America was good. The Daredevil series is good. Thunderbolts is next in the start of May, and then Fantastic Four. So far, great start.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Because yeah, we probably only gonna get so the Thunderbolts and Captain America. So we waiting on the Thunderbolts. So
The 1st of May.
the Thunderbolts is gonna tell us Thunderbolts. Let's see who else. They already started production for Doctor Strange 3 for the next Doctor Strange.
Yeah, they start production on everything right now. Yeah, they that's what I'm saying. Hey, they get back. They get, like I said, they gotta get people back on board, and that's what I'm saying. They got off to a great start.
You know, the thing is that they doing exactly what I think they're gonna do, and then on top of that, Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time, the Ten Rings and the Wreckage of Time. This right here, that movie and Doctor Strange gonna be the tale of the tape. That's gonna tell us who coming, what we might see, what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because they're all in the because they've been revealed in the movie because the actor that plays Shang-Chi,
Mm-hmm.
they put his chair there.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston, Loki, they put his chair there. So he is holding the strands of the multiverse together. If anybody that watched the end of Loki season 2.
Yep.
So they're giving you these clues. All right, so what's he gonna do? So it's all gonna is. I know the Avengers gonna be the big thing, but of course they got the projects before that and in between time. So yeah.
And then on top of that, we gotta. I want to see who else. Because see that, like I told you, it's more actors than what they think.
Of course.
Because they're shooting Doomsday first.
I
Secret
know
Wars
that.
is
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
started
2
production
part.
already.
Secret Wars is gonna be a 2-part movie, and they said that it might be 3 hours each. I'm looking forward and I'm looking forward to it because everybody you know gonna have to fight for their timeline.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Right, and
like I said,
it's
they do it
crazy.
right. They stick pretty close to the base material, you know. So
Yeah,
it's
because
something that we're gonna like I
then
said, I really think that MCU gonna get back to the essence. As we used to say back in the day, you got to get back to the essence. You
and
know.
look for the people in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Cavill, Matthew McConaughey,
Mm-hmm.
Keanu Reeves. They still ain't said that Marvel done kept them quiet. We have not heard who's gonna be who. And
Okay.
if I'm a betting man,
Okay.
they gonna want Keanu Reeves to be the Beyonder.
Mm-hmm. Because you gotta
If
have him.
if I'm a betting man,
Mm-hmm.
they gonna want Henry Cavill to be Excalibur, Captain Britain,
Britain.
aka
Mm.
the one of the twins of one of the leading X-Men,
Okay.
Psylocke.
Okay.
Now Matthew McConaughey, I
Because
don't
I
know.
saw little rumors about that about Captain Britain. Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah. Now Matthew McConaughey, I don't know what they're gonna do. But
Okay.
notice they've been keeping them quiet.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah.
Okay. Being a little bit of insider. Okay, yeah. Hey, I read a lot of these things, man, and that's why
Oh,
that's why we do the movie review. There you go. Man,
This,
hey, man, you got
hey,
him, boy. You got him on deck.
this 1984 Secret Wars.
Yeah.
These are the first. This is the
First,
first issue.
first issue.
1984. You see Monica Rambeau?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
So
that was another gripe. People didn't see her name on one of the chairs. The actress to play Rambo, they didn't see her name on one of the
hey,
chairs. That was another. Yeah.
but we
They
know
were
where
saying they
she
didn't see
is.
her. I know with Beast because they got Kelsey's name on one of the chairs. But like I said, man, I'm excited already
Yeah.
to see where they're gonna go with this. Um, I think this is gonna be a good resurgence this year of the superhero genre of movies. Uh, well, I'm gonna say not just yet, the next 2 years strong because people gotta get back. They gotta get back. Cause we're gonna get Superman, then we're gonna get Superwoman. Then we already got Creature Commandos. We've had Invincible. Then of course, like I said, we got Daredevil right now. We had Captain America. Then we're gonna get Thunderbolts. We're gonna get Fantastic Four. So now we're gonna get back into the
Oh,
essence
hey,
and see if we're gonna get because
hey,
when you real quick because when these movies are done right, it's a fun time. It's a
yeah,
great time to see a
hey,
movie and get lost in the imagination and the comic book story of it. But these
yeah,
movies are great and these TV shows are great.
hey, because at little spoiler alert
Okay.
at the end for Daredevil Born Again season 2, because there's gonna be a second season.
Yeah, I know. I think I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
So we gonna see him and the
Yeah.
Defenders because he's
Yeah. I think
getting
that's
the
where they're
band back
going with it.
together.
Get the band back. Oh, and the black suit with the double D's. With the double D,
Yeah,
they already showed us the set photos already leaked. That's the OG. That's the. But hey, guys, look, man. Hey, man, look. We could talk about this all night, man. Look,
hey,
this
hey,
episode
he,
90. What
he
you got?
said the double
D,
D.
the double D. Yep. But it's gonna be the black. You know, he had the red suit, then he had the black suit.
Yeah,
But he got the double D on the
yep.
chest. Yep. Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah. They doing right by him. And of course, and I just when they tie all when they tie all this together, can't wait to see how they tie it all together. You know, how because you just can't do it. You gotta do it right. And they tie all this together and it could be a beautiful thing. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. But hey guys, this is episode 90. We're 10 away
Yes,
from
sir.
100.
Yes, sir. Hey, make sure, hey, like, subscribe, comment, repeat. We
Yes,
need it.
yes. I'm trying to tell you.
It's episode
And
90.
yes, and as always, I'm Scott Michael Talk. This is DJ Infinite Rock. What they call you?
The best mix machine.
All right. And we are on the Swivel Podcast. And we will be back next time. And we're gonna catch up on that bracket, the NCAA bracket. We're gonna catch up on everything going on, top games, whatever viral stuff pop off. And as always, we're gonna keep our head on a swivel with no nonsense.
Yes.
And as always, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.
We out. Peace.